Hello. The company being analyzed today is Sathlokhar Synergies ENC Global Limited. This is a fast growing construction company. And today we're going to analyze the company's historical financials, what the company actually does, and its future growth plans. So let us begin. First, we see a market cap of 998 crores, pretty small cap company. Current price of one share is 384 rupees, price to earnings ratio of 14.4 times, and a book value per share of 83 rupees. Book value is assets minus liabilities of a company. Then comes the historical financials, last three fiscal years. All these figures are in crores or rupees. So total revenue rose from just 87, rose from just 87.16 crores in fiscal year 23 to more than doubling to 247 crores just the next fiscal year, then reaching 401 crores in fiscal year 25, 408 crores, 401.8 crores. Then let's go to first EBITDA. EBITDA rose from 8.36 crores in fiscal year 23, 35.9 crores in fiscal year 24, 59.9 crores in fiscal year 25. Then comes profit after tax, increasing from 5.4 crores in fiscal year 22 to 20 fiscal year 23 to 26.1 crores in fiscal year 24 and 42.7 crores of profit after tax for fiscal year 25. So a lot of growth in the past three fiscal years. Here you can see the margins. So we're talking about a 10.6% profit after tax margin company, barely double digit. Then state-wise revenue. Where is the company making its revenue from? Fiscal year 25, the company made 73% of its revenue from Tamil Nadu, 20% Karnataka, and only 7% from Uttar Pradesh. You can see very much concentrated in Tamil Nadu, right? Though in fiscal year 23, only Tamil Nadu was there. So I guess it added two more states. Then return on equity was 24.8% in fiscal year 25. That is a really nice return on equity. Return on capital employed reached 32% in fiscal year 2025, 32.6%. That is also good. Debt to equity was 0.05 times. Lower this metric, the better it is in terms of balance sheet health. The interest coverage ratio was 29.8 times in fiscal year 25. That is a really, really healthy interest coverage ratio, which is EBITDA divided by the interest payments on the loans. Now, interestingly, book value per share declined to 71.44 rupees in fiscal year 25. So did earnings per share to 20.73 rupees in fiscal year 25. My hunch is that because the company recently had its IPO, probably during fiscal year 25, so it had its IPO and the number of shares exploded, right? So the earnings per share denominator, that is total number of shares, increased massively, and I believe that is why the earnings per share has decreased actually. Then the cash flows. Here, pay attention to the yellow one, okay? Cash flow from operations. Again in crores, fiscal year 2023, 2.86 crores of positive operating cash flow. Fiscal year 24, 12.17 crores of positive operating cash flow. Fiscal year 25, minus 90 crores. So, okay, is this due to the IPO? I'm not sure, but let us see if the cash flows continue an upward trajectory or go into a big downfall like in fiscal year 25. Very important to pay attention to operating cash flows. Now, what does the company actually do? Sathlokhar Synergies ENC Global Limited is a Chennai-based EPC turnkey construction firm, okay, established in 2013. Works in design, civil works, PEB structures, MEP systems, solar installations, and interior fit outs. Okay, so first of all, first term, turnkey construction. What does that mean? It handles everything of the process. So, from the designing, from the planning, all the way to the construction, it handles everything. Where does it work? First, we have civil infrastructure. Okay. Then comes PEB. What is PEB? Pre-engineered buildings, buildings whose components are already made and they're assembled at the site. Then comes MEP systems, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing. Think about it. So many of our houses, our buildings, like all the places we go to, they have electrical works, they have plumbing works, mechanical stuff is being done in those places. So MEP is widely there. Okay, I believe in almost every building. Then solar installations. installing solar panels. It also does that. And interior fit outs, interior designing of places, of a room, building. Okay. The company operates across industrial sector, commercial, institutional, warehousing, IBMS, sorry, utility companies, solar, and the healthcare sector. So quite a lot of industries and sectors it is catering to. Then key facts and figures. So first, now presence in 5 states. You only know about 3 states, so it must have recently entered into 2 states, 2 more states. That's a good thing. In fiscal year 25, it delivered 31 projects, and the current order book they have right now, that is the orders from customers right in their hands right now, is 1,397.7 CR. Okay, so quite a lot of orders, and the worth pipeline bids is currently 16,105 crores. This includes all the projects they're currently bidding for, or about to bid for in the near future, and their past order win ratio is 12 to 15%. So in the past, whatever projects they've bid for, they've probably won 12 to 15% historically speaking. So past bid win ratio and the current order bid pipeline. Then they're an authorized channel partner of Tata Solar Power. So they have a kind of an agreement with Tata Solar Power. I'm not sure what that agreement is, what the agreement actually is. Maybe they're installing the panels that are made by Tata Solar Power. Then, in the first 9 months of fiscal year 26, they made 439.9 crores of revenue with 45.8 crores of net profits. So you can go back and see the historical financial numbers and now compare. Then, comprehensive EPC solutions. Now, here you will see the number of projects they have done. Okay, so in civil works and reinforced cement concrete structures, they've completed 16 projects. In pre-engineered buildings, they completed 60 projects. In MEP contracts, okay, which includes heating, ventilation, air conditioning, all of that stuff, plumbing, they've completed 60 projects. In solar, they've completed 60 projects. Okay, in security solutions, IBMS, data, voice, CCTV, they've completed 60 projects. And interior work, they've completed 60 projects. So you can see in different places they're working, different services they're providing, they've actually done projects in all of them, quite number of projects in all of them. So it seems very common number 60. So maybe they were doing a lot of this work in the same project. So in one project they're providing the PEB, they're providing security, you're providing the MEP. So this could be that. Now industry served, industrial warehousing, food beverages, hospital pharma sectors, textiles, hotel resorts, solar energy projects, IT technology media, commercial companies, institutional projects. So many different types of players and clients it can cater to. Now, recent major projects. Here, notice the amount. First work they got 442 crores project from Reliance Consumer Products. Okay. Then in Andhra Pradesh, so new state, see Andhra Pradesh. Then from Karnataka, they got a 274 crore contract, 220 crore contract, 75 crore contract, 92 crore contract, 174 crore contract. So here you can see the size of the projects they can actually take. They have taken a 400 crore project, they have taken a 270 crore project. So a lot of the sizes, big sizes projects they can take. It's now in their capability. Then they have got their own in-house steel fabrication facility. So this is their own, steel house fabrication facility and PEB manufacturing unit. It can supply 300 tons per month, and they have supplied 6,000 tons of steel in the last 2 years. It's a steel fabrication. So you're taking steel, you're making it into a certain shapes. Here you can see, and it's proven because they've already supplied 6,000 tons of steel in the last 2 years. Recently, they had the major milestone. They got their first international EPC order, 35 crores, 35.5 crores. It was in the Horana Export Processing Zone in Sri Lanka. They are providing MEP works. Congrats to the company. So, big achievement. Nice. And they achieved it in quarter three of fiscal year 26. Now, finally, conference con call highlights some insights about the company. First, these are all statements from management. So, future growth targets for fiscal year 26, the company is targeting 100% revenue growth. So, in fiscal year 25, whatever was the revenue, Okay, whatever was the revenue, they want to achieve 100% growth on that fiscal year 26. And then whatever revenue they make in fiscal year 26, they want to have a minimum 80% growth on that revenue in fiscal year 2027. So you can see massive growth they're targeting. Then a question comes from either an analyst or a shareholder of the company. What is the bifurcation of revenue this quarter? Civil stands at 30%, PEB 35%, and MEP utilities and external works, including everything, 35%. So civil infrastructure work is 30% of the revenue, PEB is 35%, and everything else seems to be 35%. Okay, so that is the division. Then another question comes. You are guiding for a 10% profit after tax for next year, and your operating margin will be in the range of 15%. The answer is yes. So for next year, they're hoping their EBITDA margins to be 15% and the profit after tax margin to be 10%, which is pretty similar to fiscal year 25. Now, question comes. Can we see an improvement in our debtor days? Is what I'm asking. And can we see an improvement in a cash conversion cycle? Very important question for cash flows. So, answer. Sir, we have been improving from 135 days to 90 days. As I mentioned, some of the clients even now trying to get to 60 to 75 days. So we have improved a lot when it comes to last 2 years, for sure. The only challenge is whatever the bill we raise from February, March will not be received in the month or within that financial year. That will be carried forward to next first quarter of the new financial year. Okay, so first of all, total number of debtor days is decreasing. Okay, and gone from 135 to 90, and some of clients are trying to go to 60 to 75 days. That is really, really good. Lower the number of days, generally better for cash flows. However, I guess because the problem is quarter four. Quarter four is pretty big, right? But whatever work they do in quarter four, the cash they're actually gonna get in the first quarter of next fiscal year. So when the annual report is made and you see the cash flow statement for the entire fiscal year, you may see, oh my God, cash flows are so low. But it could be just because quarter four is so heavy, the cash they will only get for the quarter four work in the next fiscal year. So at least the days are increasing, decreasing. The days are decreasing. The question comes, you have an order book of 1,397 crores. How much PEB sector is involved? Okay. So, sir, almost around 500 crores is from the PEB. So, the entire order book, 500 crores is from the PEB. Sir, to answer some more information that I mentioned, we have started commencing our PEB factory. Once we complete that project, definitely a lot of additional strength for the company to bag more orders in terms of delivering the finished PEB product to our own premises faster and also improving our bottom line further. Definitely, we are positively looking at the bottom line to improve further. 35% considering our business model, 35% of the orders have been considering under PEB sector. So, a few insights we get. First of all, 500 crores of the current order book is from PEB. Second, they're about to start their own PEB factory. Okay, their own PEB factory, and it will help them move the PEB product to their premises faster and improve their bottom line. This factory comes, their profit margins improve further. So, insights we get, okay? Good insights. And finally, we have commenced development of state-of-the-art PEB manufacturing facility as part of our own backward integration program, with the foundation stone laid on 28 January 26 and inauguration planned on 30th August 2026. So 30th August 2026, the PEB factory inauguration will be there. These facilities are expected to cater to both captive project requirements and third-party demand. So captive project requirements, basically, the already projects are done, are there, right? So they will just provide PEB as an extra service. Like in a particular project, they can provide MEP civil and PEB. So that PEB will be captive project. But third party can be like they're providing just PEB to a client. Just PEB to client, that will be third party. So it will be used for both. It will improve the supply chain control and support pass-through execution timelines. Over the next 5 years, we plan to scale this vertical into 5, 6 manufacturing units across India. So one more insight we get, we want to have around 5 to 6 PEB factories manufacturing units across India. So that is it. That was Sathlokhar Synergies Limited. Massive, massive growth they're projecting for. But the thing is, this 100% revenue growth Earlier, they had actually targeted 1,000 crores of revenue for fiscal year 26. But now, from 1,000 crores in fiscal year 26, they're targeting around 800 crores in fiscal year 26, which is still 100% growth. That's what they're targeting, but it is a downward revision. They said some of the orders got delayed. So now that will come in quarter one of fiscal year 27. So maybe that is maybe not a red flag, but a downward revision in the guidance. However, still 100% growth they're targeting. Let us see if they can achieve this and the fiscal year 27 target. If they do, that is going to be quite impressive.